Alright, what's up guys, it's Toast, and before this video starts, I'm probably not going to edit this narration at all, just because I hate doing that. I know it might seem like, oh, he's just too lazy to do it. No, it's just a pain. I hate editing audio files. But I did want to apologize for not uploading during the summer. You would probably think that, hey, it's the summer now, he has more time to record and play and do everything. And that is all 100% correct. But I have no real excuse. I just didn't want to, I guess. Or I guess I just didn't. I don't really have an excuse for you guys. I'm sorry that I didn't upload, but during this school year, my motivation goes up because I'm gonna be hating school so much, and I'm like, I want something else to do. I come home and I'm just sitting there like, wow, I have to wake up and go back to school the next day. And usually during the school year, I'm gonna be editing or recording 100% of the time, or just playing some games, and I'll probably record it. Literally every single game I play, I'm recording it, but not all of it's gonna be used. I'm just recording it for potential things that could be used in a video. But I just wanted to apologize for not uploading. Like, maybe I only uploaded maybe 4 or 5 times during the summer, and I haven't uploaded in near a month. Now, I know that sounds like a long time, but I have had a video in production for about 2 weeks now. But because of New Vegas multiplayer breaking, I couldn't edit it anymore. I couldn't get more clips because I needed it from New Vegas multiplayer, and my multiplayer thing is just broken right now, so I couldn't really do that. But I just want to talk about today how much I hated school and how much I still do hate school. You might not believe it, I'm 17 years old, and I'm going into my senior year in high school, and junior year was probably the worst year of my entire life. It was fucking terrible. Now, I know I've made a video just like this, and I actually made it on the 22nd of August last year, right before my junior year, because last year I think we started on the 22nd, I'm not 100% sure. I think I uploaded a video that had a thumbnail that said, fuck school, and it was uploaded on my first day of junior year. And I just wanted to remake that, you know, kind of pay tribute to one of my favorite videos, because I really hate school. It is a pain in the ass. And junior year specifically, freshman year, I think back on it and I'm like, that was fine. I didn't really have to do much. Sophomore year, the exact same thing. Junior year, okay, so my blue day, we have a blue and a gold day. 4 class periods one day, 4 class periods the next. My blue day was the easiest thing on the planet. It was just like freshman and sophomore year. But my gold day, I had a very good class in the morning, which was audio video production, which I'm going to be taking this year also, but it's going to count for 2 class periods, and that was good. And then I had a Photoshop class, which was also good. 2 classes that directly benefited my YouTube career, so I'm happy with that. I put quotes on career. And then in the 2 classes that I had at the end of the day, the first one was algebra, and then I went to chemistry afterwards. And algebra at the beginning of the year, that was the biggest pile of shit on the planet. Chemistry at the beginning of the year, it wasn't too bad, but it was still fucking terrible. The teacher was kind of cool at the beginning of the year. The first week of school, we're allowed to change our schedules. But then after that, we're not able to. So the first week, the chemistry teacher, she was really cool. I thought, okay, chemistry's not going to be that hard. After like maybe the first month, she just became a total bitch. And chemistry became the worst class of my life. Algebra was much better than that. I had a great teacher for algebra. She taught algebra well, it's just I'm shit at math, so I never did good. And she's a good teacher also, and she understands that school doesn't teach by career. They teach every kid a bunch of useless information that they're going to use. And I like that she acknowledged that being a teacher. But my chemistry teacher, on the other hand, she was just a bully. She was the world's biggest bitch possible. I swear to God. So, if anybody goes to high school, if any of you guys go to high school or middle school or just any school possible, you guys use computers and you probably use some application called Schoology. Now, my Schoology profile, my name is like Blaze Malandine Efron. That's my full name without the Efron. It was my full name and then Efron at the end. And then I had a profile picture of Zac Efron, all the fake information I made. It was all related to Zac Efron. But then towards the end of the year, my chemistry teacher was like, you know what? Fuck this kid. I'm going to ban him from my Schoology. My chemistry teacher banned me from Schoology for having my profile picture and name and everything related to Zac Efron. But throughout the entire year, she was fine with it, and she knew it was me the entire year. And when I asked her about it, I was like, yeah, I checked Schoology when I got home because I was going to do some work. And it looks like I'm not in it. She was like, oh yeah, that's weird. I just don't know what it was, but I don't have a Zac Efron in my class, so I kicked him out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks for that. And then, it was just, like, what kind of teacher does that? Honestly, how big of an asshole of a teacher do you have to do that? And also, that's not the only reason she's a bitch. Throughout the entire year, she would make terrible videos, or she would just explain everything terribly. She was not a good teacher. She was not a good person either. She would teach terribly. Towards the end of the year, she started making YouTube videos on how to do it. And they never helped anyone in the entire class. You could tell a teacher is a bad teacher, not a bad person, when the entire class is failing. When it's the entire class that's failing, minus maybe 1 or 2 kids, you can understand where the flaw in that is. It's probably the teacher. So she would make these videos, and they just weren't helpful at all. So of course we would always have to ask questions, and it was specifically whenever me and Csgo went up there to ask her questions, she just somehow became a bigger asshole when we went up there. We're like, yeah, can you help me on that? She's like, well, did you watch the video? Well, yeah. And she's like, well, it's all in the video, so I don't need to tell you. And she would do shit like that, and Csgo can back me up with this. It was just terrible. The rest of my classes that year were, you know, decent. But history also, I had the world's worst history teacher. She was the funniest person to argue with, although I never got the chance to. I know she would lose in every argument, especially to someone like me. I'm terrible at arguing. I lose every argument I'm in. But if I went up in an argument against her, she literally made no sense. She could barely speak English. Csgo can back me up on that too. Me and him had history, algebra, and fucking chemistry together, and they were all terrible. Algebra obviously not as much as the other two. Eventually my history teacher quit, and I thought that was great, but I never got a chance to argue with her because I really hated her so much. She pissed me off beyond belief. So did my chemistry teacher. She banned me from Schoology for having a profile that I've had all year. And then she, just at the end of the year, she was like, I guess I'm just gonna ban him because I'm a chemistry teacher and I can do that. And I just want to tell you guys, I fucking hated school. And I'm gonna hate senior year too, just because it's school. I just wanted to go on a little rant about why I hated school. I could make a separate video explaining that, but I already did. Link in the description. Peace, fellas.